Hi everyone, it's Laura and I hope you're all doing well. So for those of y'all who are new to my channel, I'm a registered dietitian and today I thought I would do another what I eat in a day video. And I haven't planned anything, so this is literally a typical day for me. So I start every day out with coffee. So I like my French press. I always use filtered water. I just let it steep, just like any other French press. I typically only have 1 cup. I just put almond milk. And so I got this from Walmart. I love eating healthy. I think I feel my best when I eat healthy. However, I also like to stay on a budget. So I don't like spending money when I don't have to. I'm rather frugal. And so there are items that I don't purchase, even though they may be a little bit healthier. I don't think they're healthier enough to justify the cost. So this is an example. I buy Wally World almond milk and I put that in my coffee. I'll have my coffee and I'm actually hungry, and so let's start making breakfast. I've been eating a lot of grits lately and I've been craving them, and I think in part, so grits are fortified with iron. This summer I really struggled with my iron levels and I was literally tired. If you have anemia or you've ever dealt with low iron levels, you'll know what I'm talking about. It is horrible. It's like you want to take a nap 24/7. And I tried my best to be more holistic about it, and I just wasn't able to sustain my levels. And this is something that I've been dealing with since I was like 8, 9, 10 years old. So I've been dealing with it for a long time. And so it's not something that just came about when I stopped eating meat in college, you know, like it's something that it's just part of me. I will go over the supplements that I started taking, and that's helped a lot. But I still do try and eat as many iron-rich foods as I can. And I think grits are one of those that, I don't know, I really like them, and they've been fortified with iron. And so I'm Southern. And so I just this is what I was raised on, so this is what I get. And then I put a little bit of salt, a lot of black pepper, and then I put Earth Balance in it as well. So let's get that started. So the biggest thing with grits is you don't want them to be undercooked. Oh, these are done. You want to make sure they're cooked, because undercooked grits are nasty. So I add a decent amount of Earth Balance, like this much, and that's like a teaspoon. I figured while I ate, I would go over my supplements. I bought a few different brands of supplements that were natural, that the vitamins and minerals came from food. However, my body just wasn't getting enough from those supplements. Non-heme iron's harder for your body to absorb anyways. A lot of research has shown you don't consume it like you do heme iron. So the first one is this one. So if you go to your doctor and you're anemic, this is what your doctor puts you on. It's 65 of ferrous sulfate. And you're supposed to take this every single day, which I do most days, except weekends are kind of wonky. But I am good about taking them. Really hungry. So I went to the health food store with one of my girlfriends who's also a dietitian. And we were just kind of looking around. And I came across this, because that's what we do, is go to the health food store and just browse. So I came across this. It's Garden of Life, which I really like that brand. The Relax and Restore. And it's 350 milligrams of magnesium, and then it also has their probiotic blend. And so I got it. My girlfriend, she had researched it actually, and she got it as well. And it tastes nasty. It's disgusting. So you just kind of like choke it down. It's a powder, and you mix it with water. And their serving size is a teaspoon. However, if I take a teaspoon, it gives me crazy diarrhea. And so I've only been doing half a teaspoon, but I only take this when I feel like I need it. So when I feel like, so say it's like 9 o'clock and I'm still like buzzing with energy, I'll take a little bit of this. I will take this when I need to have a bowel movement, because it helps, at least me. So this is just something else that I'll probably take this like once a week. I really like this brand of hummus, Cedars. And I got the roasted red pepper. It's really good. I really like it. And it's one of the cheaper options. So I got this cold sampler. This is one of my favorite ones. It's called Breathe Deep. It's like 30 minutes, 45 minutes later, and now I'm having a Larabar, and I'm still drinking that tea too. So next I'm gonna make a salad. So even when I worked full time, this is something I oftentimes had midday, just because I would leave all the ingredients in the employee fridge and then assemble it at work. I'm gonna be using spinach as my base today. I cut up some red onion, and then I cut up a pear. If you like pears and you've never had them in a salad, then I recommend you give it a try. I have half of an avocado. I love avocado. So hemp seeds are a really good source of protein, and I just like to add them to everything. Manitoba Harvest. I used to be an ambassador. I'm not anymore, but I still have a bunch of these, so I still eat them. I love cashews. Cashews are one of my favorite foods. They always have been. And I like the roasted and unsalted. Those are my favorite. And I add a bunch of cashews. So I like to have cashews in every bite. So for those of y'all who don't know that much about me, I have a history of an eating disorder. And so when it comes to counting anything, whether it's carbs, calories, fat, fiber, anything, I don't do it. I just focus on the quality of the food. And I try my best to listen to my body. A lot of times it is difficult to trust what your body's telling you because it's deceived you for a while. It's not really your body, it's your mind, but I try my best to do what my body tells me to do. I use olive oil, balsamic, maple syrup, and a little bit of lemon juice. I don't know, maybe like a tablespoon, I'm not really sure. A little bit of maple syrup. I don't like it terribly sweet, but I like it to kind of, maybe that's like a teaspoon to like calm down the balsamic a little bit. Balsamic, I add a little bit more of this. That's probably like a tablespoon or two. I found myself buying a lot of lemons and then them going bad, so I just got this little thing and then I just squirt a little bit in there. And then I just drizzle this on top. So it's dinner time, so I make stuffed peppers all the time. I literally always have at least one sitting in my fridge. They are so easy, so healthy, so quick, so cheap, and it's one of my favorite meals to make in life. So I thought I would show y'all exactly how I make it, so let's get started. So I start by putting half a cup of quinoa and a cup of water in a pot and cooking the quinoa. 1 can of black beans, and I rinse it really well. And the amount of peppers I use, it just depends on life. These are 3 small ones, so a serving for me would be like 1.5 of these. One of these wouldn't fill me up. But you'll see, I always have extra stuffing left over. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll just have one, but then add a lot more stuffing on my plate. I eat a lot of zucchini, like a lot, because it has a lot of nutrition, a lot of minerals, a lot of vitamins. They're cheap and they take on whatever flavor of other items that you put in, so you don't ever really taste them. Garlic, so minced garlic, onion. This is just the leftover of the tops of the bell peppers. I just don't like to waste it, so I add it to the stuffing. And then I add cumin. I love cumin. This isn't necessary if you don't like cumin. I add nutritional yeast to it. Salsa is kind of the flavoring that I use. I add a bunch of hemp seeds, and then I also add just frozen corn to add some more fiber to it. stud pan, but you put about like an inch of water in there. You can use whatever pan you want, and then you just stuff the peppers. So this is what mine look like coming out of the oven. I like mine to still be a little crispy. I ended up leaving mine in for 33 minutes. And to me, they look perfect. If you're someone who you prefer yours to be a little bit more brown, see how it started to brown right there? If you prefer yours to be a little bit more brown, then obviously leave them in the oven a little bit longer. But I will, like I said, I'll have one of these, add some more stuffing on top. And then if I have ripe avocado, which I do right now, then I slice some on top and I eat it, and it is freaking delicious. So easy and so healthy. And so yeah, that's what I ate today. I hope y'all enjoy, and I'll see you later. Bye.